welcome to my channel. This is the channel if you want to learn how to do yoga, to stretch, to breathe, to balance, to get stronger, to learn all sorts of things that you didn't know that you could do. This is the channel. So don't forget to like and subscribe so others can find me. But let's get on with our practice today. From here, can we just heel and toe the left foot? Our heel and toe. It's trying to move across the ankle. And then just try and circle the foot round, a nice big circle, and then change direction. And then the other side, toe, trying to get the dig movements with the heel, point the toes. And then can we do circling round the ankle, changing direction. Also getting some balance, we're getting a bit more balance this standing on one leg than the other. Now try and raise the left knee right up and down. Now remember, when you do these things, put the weight onto the leg when we're not standing. So as we're raising the left leg, all the weight on the right. As we're standing on the right foot, all the weight on the left. And then it becomes easier. Then we just have to get our muscles to lift high. And then the other side, lift high and then back. And tuck the elbows into your waist and circle around your wrists. That's right, so we want to get the joints moving. So why are we doing elbows into waists? Okay, because if we've got stiff wrists, and I often see people do this when I ask them to move their wrists, which if you can see there's no movement at the wrist, probably because their wrists are stiff. So if we tuck them in, the next joint to move will be the wrist. So we've done them both ways. And then can we tuck the thumb into the fingers? So we've got a light fist. So we don't want to really grip too tightly, just lightly. And so we start to move some of the little muscles in the little bones in the hands. Change direction. Because our hands are really made up, a lot of little bones, and then carpals, and then we have the longer metacarpals. Good. So see if we can just hold the right wrist, thumb tucked into fingers, and just circle. So this is even more specific. So if we're trying to cheat on the wrist things, unintentionally, we can't hear because there's nowhere to go. We have to move the wrist. We're going the other way around. So this is great if you get a lot of tightness in your wrists, if you do a lot of typing, in your iPad, iPhone, whatever you've got. If you do a lot of craft work, if you're doing sort of other side, knitting, piano, fine work, artwork, anything like that. You can get kind of tight hands. So moving around, changing direction. Good, and then can we do thumbs to second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth. Second, third, fourth, fifth. Second, third, fourth, fifth. Can we do fifth, fourth, third, second, fifth, fourth, third, second. And then the right hand, we're doing second, third, fourth, fifth. Left hand, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So place your thumb on the right hand on the second finger, left hand on the fifth finger, and can you go along? It's kind of linear if you're thinking of patterns. And then can we do it in reverse? So that's thumb to second on the left, thumb to fifth on the right, and we go along. Try not to hesitate. No hesitation lanes here. Hesitation lane. You don't want to hesitate when you're driving, that's for sure. See if you can just give the arms a shake out. See if you can just roll the shoulders a few times. And the hands are by the side. Look over your right shoulder. Now make sure you're not moving your shoulders. Okay, so it's just your head and neck. And then we're looking over the left. Sorry, the right. We're going, the left, sorry. So we're looking over the right, and we're looking over the left. So get my rights and lefts in the right order. And we want to turn our head as much as we can without moving our shoulders. Now, if we're very stiff, what else could we do to help ourselves? Well, we could breathe out as we turn, that could help us. We could also look to the corners of our eyes and breathe. That could really help us overcome stiffness in our necks. So we don't really want stiffness anywhere. So that's why we're trying to move the joints. Keep them moving, and then we can go for the bigger muscle groups. Okay, well, let's see if we can look down to the floor, so the chin's almost on the chest. If you can, look to the ceiling. If you feel dizzy though, look ahead instead. Okay, so chin to chest and chin to ceiling. So most people probably won't feel dizzy, but if you do feel dizzy, look ahead. Okay, because if you feel dizzy, you could potentially lose consciousness. Okay, you don't want to do that just because of looking up. So if you feel like you're getting very dizzy, look ahead instead of up. And then we're doing ear to shoulder, back up again. Ear to shoulder. Now remember, the shoulders don't move. This is not a side bend. We're not moving our sides. This is just heavy head, dropping the ear towards the shoulder. And have a few moments into that side bend before we come back. Give the muscles, those sort of scaling muscles of the neck, time to lengthen. Now the muscles in the neck also go into our shoulders. So if you've got tightness, problems in shoulders, sometimes it goes into the neck or vice versa. Okay, so we're keeping both areas sort of happy with lots of nice gentle movements. Okay, not only are we getting nice gentle movements, we're freeing up the joints, we're getting more circulation, trying to reduce the stiffness that may potentially build up. Now after our last one, can we roll the shoulders up and back? Roll the shoulders up and back. Just releasing shoulders. Good. And then try and bring your hands onto your shoulders and lift your elbows up and around. Try and get your elbows up to the sky and right round. And then could we do a whole arm? Up and around, up and around. So now we're stretching from the chest, from the upper back. So we've covered a lot of joints, from our feet and ankles, right up to our knees, raising our legs. We've done our wrists, shoulders, and neck and head. See if we can just twist, lift the heels. And now we're just getting the whole body moving. Okay, so wherever the tightness or stiffness is, if there is any, we're just getting everything moving. So sometimes big sweeping movements are good just to wake everything up. But then if we've got particular areas of tightness, we could go back and just do a few more wrist movements, do a few more ankle movements. Can we slow it right down? Thank you very much for watching, and if you really enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and join me back here for next time. Until then, much peace.